Oracle X9M launch. You, as always, wrote a great piece, as did Ron Westfall from our team. But since you wrote this great piece, why don't you tell the people what they need to know?
Well, first off, I need to be honest here. I didn't write this piece. Steve wrote this piece, but I published it for him and edited it. So, but no, I am very familiar with this. And if you're not familiar with Exadata, essentially, it's a database appliance. It has processing, it has memory, it has storage, but it is designed to run Oracle's software the best, and specifically Oracle Autonomous Database, or the Oracle database, as fast as you possibly can. And this is a follow-up, as you would expect, to the X9M, which already had pretty incredible performance. And this is an update providing substantially more performance. And it is really all about raw performance, upgrading. They're using PCIe 4, Rocky, 33% higher memory capacity, and at least according to Oracle, 1 terabyte per second of throughput. And what does that mean for SQL read IOPS per rack? I know you wanted to know this, Daniel. 27.6 million. I had to look down at my notes there. But so what does that mean? Well, Autonomous Database and Oracle Database run pretty much faster than anything out there. You compare it to Snowflake, you compare it to Azure, and it pretty much runs right over it. And by the way, I'm okay to say that. I usually like to not do competitive comparisons, but it's what you would expect. I mean, it's architected for this type of software, and a lot of it's in memory. And that's a big freaking deal, right? Being in memory versus being in storage. So with 87%, I think, of the Fortune 100 already adopting Exadata. That's primarily for mission critical type of workloads. This is likely going to be an easy drop-in. The first way you can get this is through Cloud at Customer, which is their hybrid cloud on-prem. But I'm expecting very shortly that this will be available in their public cloud, just like we saw the staggered launch with the X9M. So congratulations, Oracle.
Yeah, absolutely. Big launch. Their nomenclature, the product naming, reminds me of a vehicle. I'm thinking BMW is going to come out with a bigger truck, the X9M. But if anyone knows anything about the BMW and the XM series, these are really fast, powerful trucks. And Oracle definitely, with this launch, continues to focus on kind of this three-headed fast OLTP, fast analytics, and consolidation. Partnered with Intel, something worth noting. So it's Ice Lake technology, and the company is really becoming pretty effective when it comes to winning against really big competition in the three areas of latency, throughput, and cost. And anyone that knows Pat and I and have followed us, you've kind of seen us go 180 on Oracle. If you'd asked us 2 years ago, I called Oracle a cloud pretender. Pat, you and I really were not fans of Gen 1. We weren't fans of a lot of the things that were being built, and we have been convinced. And that is something that these last two generations have continued to do. And the X9M was very impressive, and the X9 only continued the run of form. And as you mentioned, we aren't typically, we try to typically focus on the company, not the competition. But right now in the marketplace, as Oracle tries to stand out and differentiate where it's winning in cloud and hybrid cloud, this has been an area that the company is doing very well.